week 2. This week we are going to go to Oceania, which is Australia, New Guinea, Hawaii, Kiribati. And that's in chapter 4. Then we're going to skip over to chapter 7, which is China, Mongolia, Korea, Japan, and Tibet. I believe you will find this week very fascinating because while I say they're in the same area of the world, they are almost half of the world if you go from one side of it to the other side. So look at it and say, well, Hawaii, that's one of the United States. But let me give you a historical fact you may not be aware of. Did you know that when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, there were more Japanese living on the Hawaiian Islands than any other nationality? Now that's the sort of thing we're going to run into as we travel around the world. I think that these countries are fascinating. For example, the Oriental seem to have a delicate style of music, a very precise, fine music, where the Western world will be more bombastic. That's one of the things I've noticed. Now you're going to listen to some of these songs and say, well, that's not delicate. Okay, expand your horizons, and you have been doing that wonderfully well. I was very impressed with your feedback that you gave each other. Now, one of the things I want you to be sure and understand are participation. You are to post your own participation the first week. Give me your opinion. What do you think of things? What do you thought of the various countries? I will have the questions there for the week to kind of give you a guideline on what way to run with your participation. But the participation is pretty much open. All right, now, then you will give feedback to 2 different ones. Do not paste one feedback onto 2 different sites. That does not count as 2 different ones. Read what the person said and then respond to what they said. Some you'll agree with, some you may not. Your responses and everything was good. I really liked those. Your aha moments were really exciting to me. I was very impressed with those. So, then on the paper, what do you do? All right, on the paper, what you will do is look and see what the assignment is, then kind of follow those lists that I have, the guidelines, and expand what you've read and on the questions. Take the questions that are asked and expand those into a full paper, not just a 100-word paragraph like you had on the discussion tables. That's it for this week. I'm not going to say much more. I'm not going to play any samples for you because you can go to the computer or to your CD samples that you have and play your own CDs. That's it. I'll talk to you next week. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call. Some of you have called me at 816-459-8801 if you are confused on the assignment. As you have figured out, I love to talk. I enjoy visiting with students one-on-one. So, do it on email or call me if you have any problems. Thank you, and I'll talk to you next week.